There we go.
I could have it like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have it. I could hang it. Yeah, I got to hook up a string from the ceiling.
Or a stick.
Oh yeah, I could have it on a stick and just like, boop, have it stick up there. My camera's reversed, so it's hard to tell. Yeah, yeah, this is very difficult. Yeah, I like having it on a string because it might be still sometimes, and then sometimes it'll move, and people will be like, "What's happening?" But I do have a stick I could put it on. That might be really fun.
Yeah, you can like Muppet it. Like just
Going?
like stick puppet it.
Going? Well, because I made it and I really like it. Like it looks pretty good.
It does look. It looks wonderful.
Yeah, it was for that little. There was like a fan thank you video or something. That I made. I don't know if you noticed, but I got my hair cut.
Ooh, it looks like you got them all cut.
I did, and the person cut them very well, and I like it very much. And I dyed it a little bit because I like my gray, but it's like not enough yet. So like eventually I've got a nice little streak going there, and I've got a nice little streak going on the other side, but like it's only enough that right now it kind of just makes it look like I put powder in my hair or like it's dirty. So I need like a little more gray, and then I can go all gray because I love gray. I need like a tiny bit more to make it look good.
Oh, okay. This is kind of off topic, but that's my signature.
That's how we do.
Yeah. Off topic, that's the only topic we're on. So whenever I do like a show in period, an old-timey character, I like to slick my hair.
Oh, yeah, because makes sense. That's correct.
And I did not grow up taking care of how I looked. So there are a lot of
like skill sets that you're still learning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or never learned. Or I learned in a very strange way.
Same.
Now, when I started dating my now ex-partner, she had a great tip for hair care thing, which is you just take aloe. Obviously, you can't do this.
No, I am allergic to aloe. That would be terrible.
But you just put aloe gel, pure aloe gel in your hair when it's wet.
Yeah.
And it dries super brittle hard, stays in place. It takes more than an hour to dry though.
Oh yeah, aloe's very wet.
Yeah,
that's like the whole thing.
You have to start it at a certain point or your hair is going to feel weird for the show. Well, but you do it. And then if you brush it out, it just kind of all comes off of the hair. So like if you need to get rid of the work, it looks, but it's cheap. It's easy. It's an incredible hold. But like a while back, I was looking at like hair graying stuff because like I have the gray beard but my head is, and I was like maybe even it out for a character sometime, and they have those like mascara style things.
Oh yeah.
And it only occurred to me like a week ago that would be a great combination, that if I slicked my hair and then highlighted it a little bit, that would actually be, because anytime I look at it I'm like that looks too piecemeal, like it's not gonna, but I could do like just a streak.
Yeah.
It was a very exciting thought, which is why I shared it here apropos of Little.
That's a great idea. I recently they have like these sort of gel temporary hair dye things. Is that the mascara thing you mean you're talking about?
Yeah, like it's theatrical hair whitening
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that the aloe thing, that's I follow some like curly hair influencers. And that's a big thing that they swear by is you use like pure aloe to scrunch your hair in. And then when it's dry, you scrunch it out and it like makes it like keeps your hair from getting frizzy and it makes like lovely soft curls. But that's a world I can never live in.
When my hair gets long enough, it does get curly.
Yeah. Well, and then I just got my hair cut the other day and they like did the blowout or whatever. So I've just been trying to like keep it like that for as long as I can. That's why it's still, my waves are still coming back a little bit now. But I'm excited to see this haircut when I like scrunch it up and make it curly. I'm trying to grow out. I made the mistake and cut my own bangs, which you saw. I recently made a music video about this one.
That is an excellent music video and definitely one that should be shared.
Maybe I'll share it on the on the Instagram, or I can post it on the Discord. Maybe it's very silly, but I'm trying to grow these bits out. So eventually, I'm pretty close. I only have a few bits left that need to grow out, and then I'll have all my hair down. I don't know why I do it. My hair's never. It always looks better when it's like one length. And it gets there, and then I'm like, well, time to ruin this. But I'm going to try not to do it this time. I'm going to try not to do it. I'm going to think of my own song.
We're gonna come back from the intro, and you're going to have bangs, aren't you? Like, Shoshi, put the scissors down. I was joking. No, stop. No.
What if this time it works? What if this time it makes me beautiful?
Shoshi, You've always been beautiful. You've never needed that feather.
The power was in me. I've never needed those bangs. The power was in me this whole time.
Why? The bangs were never magic at all, kid.
It was just me.
It was
Damn
just
it! Now I need to rewrite that video because that's a very funny joke.
Oh man, I want to redo a Dumbo where the mouse is like, Dumbo, you've always had the power. The feather's nothing. And Dumbo goes, really? And then just falls.
I think
dies.
I think somebody.
Oh, somebody's done that?
A long time ago, but I might also not be remembering that because it's a really good idea.
Look, I don't have the skill. Animation would be ideal. It's not my forte. Some people get upset when they have an idea and then somebody else used something similar. And I'm like, why does that upset you? I would be thrilled if I had a great idea and then somebody was like, oh, by the way, here's a movie on that premise. Yeah. And I'm like, cool, I get to see what somebody did with it.
Yeah, you're like, I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't fooling myself.
I once had, years and years and years ago, I had what I thought was the best idea for a comic book.
Ooh. Go on. Was it about superheroes and it was the government outlawed them, so superheroes became pariahs, but then like a giant space octopus came from space and then they all had to band together to fight it? Was it that idea?
No, it was like, what if a rich dude had some childhood trauma and dressed up as a bat?
Oh, that is a good idea.
No. This is for real is a good idea.
Okay.
It was like, because I was watching like a documentary on the Tuskegee experiments.
Oh, dang. Okay.
And I was thinking about the origin of Captain America, and I was like, would they have really tested it for the first time in front of everyone?
No.
Or would the U.S. government in the 1940s take what they considered the most disposable population and ran a gamut of tests? And then they came out with that, and I was like, thank goodness, because that was a good idea, and I was never going to write a comic book series.
And it's good to be out there. Wait, what is this series you're talking about?
They've done a thing where there were experiments on black soldiers and the super soldier serum.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's actually added a whole new character to the mythos who is like, and he popped up if you watch Captain America and Bucky, which is what the show should be called, because they both are struggling with their identities, and at the end it goes from Falcon and the Winter Soldier to Captain America and the Winter Soldier, and it's like you should give them both that treatment, but whatever. He pops up in that.
Cool.
Isaiah something. And he also has a grandson who is a character who was like a young hero trying to like revive his grandfather's tradition and stuff. They've done a lot of cool stuff with it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check that out.
Honestly, they probably could have done more with it.
Yeah. But yeah, you're not upset about that idea. You're just glad it's out there.
Yeah, I mean, the idea is almost always the weakest part of any project.
Oh. Shoot. Is that better?
Well,
okay.
I'll tell you what. Do you need a minute to get everything set up?
Yeah.
Because there's something we could reveal real quick.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I love a reveal.
Yeah, something about this show.
Yeah? What is
that
it?
We've been doing so far?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
This regular exoteric show, if you would.
But this show doesn't feel regular at all, Cubby. Something feels strange, different, mysterious somehow.
Maybe even a little...
secret.
Oh, it's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and jail to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road.
The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid.
But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee. A fwit-dee-dee-dee-dee, there's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before? Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Adventures waiting further down the road. Let's go!
Why did the 30-second music change?
Crafting, crafting, crafting with Joshi and Cubby. What will we make today? What is the dice of the day? Crafting, creating, collaborating. What would an octopus say? Trivia questions, hooray! Creating, clickbaiting, can't hardly waiting for the crafting show. A crafting show with Cubby and Joshi.
That's us.
That's we.
I was.
Oh,
gonna
thank
show
goodness.
This off for the crafting show. So this is a little.
Ooh,
A little.
soldiers.
Yeah, a little egg boy. That we call them egg boys because, as you can see, they're a little egg boy, and you eat their brain. But sometimes my partner makes this for me, and it's delicious. And I thought I'd show it off for breakfast.
That looks really good. Also, I don't like the new music.
Oh yeah, it's okay. I don't mind difference, but I'm like, I was really down with the old music.
Yeah, this just feels like you're on hold on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
But like the old one felt like you were on hold on the phone, but like it turned into a rave.
Mm-hmm.
Like it magically it was Yeah,
the other one's harder to rock out to.
I'm gonna have to learn how to play a musical instrument just so I can do an acoustic cover.
We can't control that, right? There's nothing we can do.
I understand little in this world.
Same.
But like I will say there's a type of system my understanding is really good for. I can tell you about it.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to define the systems my brain is good at versus the ones my brain is bad at, though. So it's kind of useful only to me for that brief moment of recognition I get if it's going to be something I'm going to understand very, very easily or with a lot of difficulty.
Yeah. And do you know beforehand, or do you only have suspicions and then you're like, well, just gotta wait and see?
Well, like, I think it has to be based in a consistent foundational emotional logic.
Oh, okay.
Because, like, financial systems, I find difficult because it's all very arbitrary rules, and that's the point. It's a gauntlet to survive, not a series of levers to actually help you accomplish things. It's not an intuitive reaction process.
Fascinating. Look at this. What? You can? Really?
Okay, but we want the old music.
Yeah, we want that old original music. I don't know where that comes. I don't know. That's all we know about it? Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. No, there is one thing we can do to help Shoshi.
Yeah.
Right now, you and me, impromptu acapella scat version of the 30-second countdown.
Okay. I think it went something like,
yeah, you lead.
Okay. I don't think, was that accurate?
I think if you average the two halves of that and turn it into a 15-second clip, because technically the 30-second clip was a 15-second loop repeated.
Okay. Oh, thank you. I made it. I'm glad you like the intro. I also like it.
I like it too.
Thank you. But that's awesome. What a great project. That's great.
That is really.
That
is really.
It's not letting me. There it is. Okay. I had the camera all nice where it was like making things big, and now I can't get it to do it again.
Oh, right, because there's a weird internal thing about landscape portrait.
Yeah. That's fine. It's all good.
Oh, you know what'll help?
No.
No, it's like the same.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. If it's the same and it's all awful, that's great. But I found a good spot for the little Nat 21 thing, so that's good. Nope, that didn't help at all.
Well, it didn't help that we were both playing at the same time.
Oh no, what did I do? Oh no.
That was me.
That was a terrible mistake.
Oh no, the brand color is purple again.
Hi everyone, this is fun with...
Oh, no, that's wrong.
Hey, there we are. Is it something I need to do on my end here? Let me try that. Let me see if I can do it on my end over here. This is Crafting Technicals with Cubby and Shoshi.
Hooray!
Front camera. I guess I could change it to, I guess I could flip the camera around. That might do it. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, it did it.
way. How did you do that?
You did it.
I did?
You did that.
Wow. I don't know how, and I'll never know. I'll never know, and I'll never learn. There we go. That's good. People can see that. Yeah. Good. It is sideways. That's the thing that's strange. But I got it to work. We got it to work. You know what I did? I took off mirror my camera. So I think that has something to do with it. That's the only thing I did.
These name bubbles are too angular.
I agree.
That was on me. I did that.
Oh yeah. We want to hear about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, please tell us. That would be fantastic.
Yes. Tell us, please.
Tell us. We have some crafting to do today. I've got some props I need to make for the upcoming comics show that me and my partner are producing March 28th. If you're out here, I wanted to show off the posters he made because they're pretty good.
Oh yeah,
that one's really cool.
Super love the posters.
And then this one I also really like.
Nice.
And then this one is adorable. Love it. Yeah. But this is the show where comics and funny people we do live staged readings of Golden and Silver Age comic books, which is amazing because those comics are wild. Cubby has been in a couple that I produced when I lived in Philadelphia. And I don't know, I just decided like I'm ready to start producing shows again. I kind of took a break from it when I moved out to Los Angeles because it's very stressful and I just needed a break. But now I think we're in a time in the world where we need people to be producing fun and interesting art, and it's a thing I can do, and I'm ready to do it. And also, I'm not alone. I'm doing it with a partner, so that like really, really helps too. And we're gonna expand it like bigger than what I did in Philly. Like we've got some good changes, and one of the things we're gonna do is we're gonna incorporate my cardboard props into it whenever we need like some props for the thing, because like they already look comic booky. It works really well. So I made this one and I wanted to show it off because I really like it. There's like a rocket ship missile that happens in one of the episodes. And then I've got a few more to make. So I was going to do that for crafting today. And that's my story. Okay. All right.
Speaking of story.
Ooh, let's do a staged reading of it. You go first, and then I'll do the second one.
Well, it's fog, so I'm assuming goblin voice.
Oh, yes, good idea.
All right. So I am only capable of so much typing. I have many prepared statements for my time at con, which that's too much of a choice. Sorry, I'm going to go back.
Too much of a choice.
It was too much too soon. It was detracting.
You went too far.
I went too far. I started showboating. All right, since I'm only capable of so much typing, I have many prepared statements for my time at com, which will I post when they're relevant. Unless you want them all in a row, I guess. I love both of those options, so whatever you're feeling.
I would say, like, yeah, when something happens in the show that reminds you of something that happened at the con, or you remember something, just like post it. Oh, okay, my turn. I saw a shirt that said I ask a lot of questions with a picture of an axolotl on it. For some reason, I felt this was worth noting, probably because it was extremely cute. That is very cute.
Yeah,
That's
axolotls are
very good.
so cute. I saw at least 5 Indiana Jones guys. No Marions, though, sadly.
Ooh, that's a good goblin voice, Cubby. I like that voice.
Mine
was kind of like a witch voice, but that was a good goblin voice.
Yeah, I always forget how much warm-up time I need with voices. Like, I need a little time to find my place, which is tough, because I don't need much time, so it would be good for improv, but, like, sometimes I need 30 seconds. Did I tell you about... I went to a big Halloween event back during Halloween times. And there was an Indiana Jones guy, and I was like, oh, great. Because, like, I'm sorry. Indiana Jones guys are, like, it is the lowest effort cosplay. It is... There's a type of guy that's the coolest thing you could ever wear. So it's just an excuse to dress like that, because they kind of can't get away with it in day-to-day life, which I say is weakness on their point. Just wear like a different colored shirt, wear a brightly colored shirt and that jacket, and it'll be like a modern version. But I digress. There is something so, like, I don't know. There's something so easy, maybe basic, maybe unchallenging about an Indiana Jones cosplay that's like, I love dressing up, and I love anybody dressing up for any reason, so I'm not going to hate on somebody.
Right.
But, like...
And it's a good, like, if you're a baby cosplayer and it's, like, your first time, like, it's a good one. It's a good one to go for.
You know what it is? I think there's not enough recognition that Indiana Jones cosplay is its own sub-hobby, because it does... You can get very serious about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets very expensive, but it's also very subtle. Like, it doesn't... Somebody who spent literally $10,000 on a screen-accurate Indiana Jones standing next to somebody who did a closet pull, it's only like 10% better.
Mm-hmm.
But now...
Oh, go ahead.
No, I have this thing where I think out loud a lot, so I start talking, and then I realize what I wanted to say isn't what I wanted to say, because I've fleshed out the ideas better now. They're not that... It's not cosplay. It's cosplay adjacent, but it's its own thing.
I kind of agree with that, yeah.
And I think I get now, there's something... there was something where I'm like, that's not quite cosplay, but I wasn't hating on it, but I wasn't saying like, oh yeah, this is its own thing. But I can see that what motivates your archetypical perhaps, Indiana Jones cosplayer is a very subtle kind of perfection. It kind of straddles, like, I would say it full-on straddles period reenactment and thing. It's the same kind of attention to detail.
That's interesting.
Almost superfluous attention to detail.
If you think about cosplay in levels, which I don't like to, because then that implies like competition, and that's not what it's about. Everyone's having a good time. Take what I say with everyone's just meeting at their own level, have a great time, do whatever you want with cosplay. It's all great.
It's all good, but there are different depths.
Right. So like the lowest level for me is like wearing a football jersey when you go to a football game, or a baseball jersey when you go to like a sporting event. If you wear like a sports shirt, that's like the lowest level of cosplay. And then like the next level up from that might be like Indiana Jones.
You know what I think might be a good depth allegory to use?
Mm.
Are you familiar with the iceberg?
As a physical thing?
As a chart type.
Oh, I mean, sort of. I've seen memes.
Right. Well, exactly
They're
like that.
Oh, there's so much more below the surface.
Yeah, icebergs are a good analogy for a fandom because there's what you see the most accessible, but there's also like layers and depth and complexities within the thing. So like I would say wearing a jersey to a sports game is like and I think maybe throw wearing green for St. Patrick's Day.
Ooh, that's a
into
good
that.
one as well. Yeah. That's a good one too.
Like the air around the iceberg. Like it's so normalized. It's barely recognized as part of the iceberg, but it is part of the ecosystem.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. I like that.
Well, thank you.
But I've never really cosplayed, so I can't really be a judge or anything like that. I have, what's the closest? Oh, one time I went to a party and I did dress up as a character from the comic book that the party was for. So that, I think that I cosplayed. And then that might be it. That might be the only time. But I love it. I love when people do it. Oh, and I've done some like Disney bounding, like casual cosplay, which I also very much enjoy.
I do. I like the idea of closet cosplay. I have definitely picked outfits, but I wouldn't say it was full on bounding or closet cosplay or anything like that. But I love that stuff. I love
it.
Honestly, Disney.
I love it.
Mostly Disney adult stuff. I'm a little weirded out by. Like,
fair.
I'm sorry, but if you go to Disney every year, I'm gonna be a little weirded. I love happiness. I love joy. I love things. So don't want to be a hater.
Well, and I kind of used to feel that way until Kim and I did that reoccurring gig in Florida, and I ended up going to Disney a whole lot because we were there and had friends who worked there and could like get us into the park for free or discount. And after going there a whole lot, I don't know, it kind of changed my opinion. Like I met a lot of people who like go to Disney all the time and really enjoy it. And it isn't the sort of stereotype you think of. And it's like lovely. And it really like changed my mind about it. But I think it's but like, how often does anyone have the opportunity to do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be because I have a friend who low key identifies as a Disney adult because she grew up in Anaheim. So like,
oh yeah,
the park is just kind of a great place to go and hang out.
Yeah.
If I think I clicked what I don't. It's when people get really into it. It shows how non-dynamic a fandom it is. Like stuff doesn't change. So like, yes, I'm all for full cosplay, full things, but people who are very consistently focused on Disney stuff, like I feel like maybe they should broaden their tastes because like just I don't know, more usually a fandom is more singular property driven, so it's a lot about in there. Maybe it's just such a wide net with so much in it. I don't know, to each their own. I'm going in loops here.
Oh wait, we have more. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, we have more what? Oh,
yeah. Here, you take this one and then I'll take the next one. Okay.
basically, the best thing I saw at Cannes was Klingon Elsa singing a beautiful rendition of Let It Go in the original Klingon.
Whoa. Glorious! She sang it really well, too. That song is hard enough in English, and cosplay was amazing. Traditional Klingon garb, but with Disney sparkles and colors and proper forehead ridges. That was a little robotic. I gotta find my goblin voice. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out by the end.
Okay, well, I always love a cross genre.
Yeah, same. Yeah, sure.
I mean,
I think you meant to say cosplay, but I'm gonna choose to believe you meant to put Coldplay.
look, it's only Coldplay if you're cosplaying as... If you are cosplaying as a member of the Human Liberation Army in Terminator Salvation.
Ooh, okay.
That's a very precise burn. But I swear to God, everyone in that movie looked like they were trying to blend in with the band Coldplay. Everyone. Yeah. It's just like this vaguely military but dingy gray aesthetic that I'm like, oh, so that, yeah. And I was like, that's Coldplay. But
okay.
Yeah, cosplay is whatever. Cosplay is what you make of it.
Wait, there's more.
Awesome! Epic the Musical! I had never heard of it before this weekend, which is bizarre, considering how often the Odyssey has come up here lately. Do you know about this?
Oh.
I don't.
No. I don't. You got to tell us about it. Oh, here it is. Wait, okay, I'll describe it. Okay, let me think. Goblin.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
We have something to help you work with.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, Peridot is a goblin. That's super accurate.
Yeah.
That's a good inspiration. Okay. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Just throw some glip glorps in there.
Apparently, it's a musical version of the Odyssey. I heard someone sing Warrior of the Mountain during a talent show. It's a decent song, and I'm mildly curious about the rest of the show. I feel like that's because I was trying to go lower, but goblins are small, so I think going higher is the way to go. Yeah.
That was your goblin from Goblonia, though.
Oh yeah. Okay. There you go. So that is my goblin voice. Why did I try to do anything different? Yeah.
Dang it! What does Peridot call everyone? We're saying, idiot!
Yeah.
She has a specific...
Yeah, there's like an insult. Oh, I need to rewatch that show. I haven't rewatched it in so long.
So anyway, at this Halloween party I'm at, Claude! Thank you.
Clods, you clods. Yes.
Typical from a Claude like you. That's a fun voice to try to emulate. Sorry. So anyway, I'm at this Halloween party, and I see an Indiana Jones guy, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess he's an Indiana Jones guy, so that's the one costume he has. You know, because when you spend $1,000 on a costume, you want to get the most use you can out of it.
Sure, fair.
But then I see next to him a pitch perfect Marion Ravenwood. The red and white blouse.
Yeah.
Exact. And I'm like, okay, but as an accessory to a Marion, superb.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I like a couple's cosplay.
Well, there was a couple's costume contest.
Ooh.
That night. I hope they entered, because that was a good one. They didn't win because it was the kind of thing where you needed something very spectacular. But there was...
Yes. Well, and some people put like an incredible amount, like it's incredible. like, oof.
One of the couples though was Hitchbot and a Philadelphian.
Oh my God, that's amazing. That's really amazing.
At first I thought it was just Hitchbot, but then I saw that it was a couple's costume with like, and they had like a Eagles jersey and a baseball bat, and like it was both of them so perfect.
That's really incredible.
So I haven't done a lot of cosplay. I love cosplay. I would love to do more cosplay, but cosplay is pretty expensive, and I don't think I could make money at it.
No, it's not a money making.
No, it's very rare and very high competition for like the pro. So it is not something you can super sideline, but like, it looks so fun. It always looks thing. I just like, if I'm going to put that much effort into what I'm wearing, I don't want to pay to attend. Like, it's bad enough to not be getting paid for performing, but to like pay an entrance fee. So I haven't done a lot, but a bunch of friends of mine had access to a bunch of like salute cardinal outfits.
Oh, you can do a conclave cosplay?
Oh no, this was the first Awesome Con in DC. And they were just like, hey, we have these cardinal outfits. Cubby, wear your Pope outfit, and we're just gonna go like that. And like, it's not really a cosplay, except it was super bright there. So I had my sunglasses on the whole time. So I realized that technically we were kind of a low-key Spanish Inquisition meets the Bishop. It's the Bishop. It's too late, Mick. Seen the light. It's one of my favorite Monty Python sketches, but it's like a hard crime show starring a bishop, but all he does is like show up too late and watch priests explode in the whole sketch.
Oh, Monty Python.
And then he'd just be like, it's too late. Mick's seen the light. It was wonderful. But then a bunch of people were like, what are you supposed to be? And I don't like how they were asking. So I said, I'm Dumbledore.
That's silly.
You're a wizard, Luke.
Just to make everybody go crazy.
Yeah, yes. I saw a couple twitching eyebrows at that response, but like, it's great because it's so hard to figure out how to state a follow-up question to something like that.
Yeah. All right. I'm trying a different.
Yeah, I'm just saying, preparing for a day of cosplay versus preparing for like a day of work as a crowd work actor is very similar. You know?
In the amount of like work that you have to do to
and also the nature of the work. Like getting ready for both of those is very similar.
That's true.
So like it's hard to motivate myself for something that I usually I usually have real sharp deadlines for preparation. I'm not good at without a deadline.
Yeah.
But still, if I stumbled into a whole bunch of money, MODOK cosplay, Galactus cosplay, Catman 66.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, wait. Is it your turn or my turn? I think it's your turn.
Okay. If you check the hashtag... Wait, no, period. If you check the Octothorpe General Channel on Discord, clods, you'll see a picture I tagged Apollo in. It's a pair of shorts that says Dungeon Daddy on the butt. Those are from a company called Pixelbot. Okay, I did not hit period dot.
No, that's a good, but that is a good voice. I like that. Ah, that's good.
No, it's your turn.
Oh. My partner got the daddy shorts, and I now own a pair of booty shorts that say, "You're precious," on the butt in LOTR form.
Before anyone asks, no, there will not be pictures of my booty shorts. Use your imagination.
This is
Actually,
fun.
Fog, I think you should draw a picture of two goblins in a booty short, each of them filling out one of the butts.
That would be great. Why is Streamer being so weird today? It's like not letting me in. It keeps kicking me out.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I can use the crafting cam today. Just keeps it like, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah,
Keep
see,
working.
I thrive on attention. Maybe that's the other thing. I don't want to dress up and not be noticed immediately by everyone. But I can understand thematic. Well, I'm also a big fan of like needlessly dressing in costume. Like a number of years ago, my brother, my nibbling, and I did something called the Lighthouse Challenge, which is in New Jersey. It's a weekend in October where the goal is to visit all of the lighthouses in the state of New Jersey on that weekend.
Whoa.
So we were, and okay, this was super cool. It was the anniversary, and you got a pressed penny for each lighthouse.
Whoa. Are there a lot of lighthouses?
There's a fair amount left. I mean, there used to be a lot of lighthouses, really.
That's cool. I
but
like lighthouse.
There are a number of like really famous ones. Like the Cape May Lighthouse is a really good one. Absecon Lighthouse, basically in Atlantic City. And then up north, there are a couple of pretty cool ones.
That's awesome.
Actually, I think I might have. As you know, Shoshi, I keep my pressed pennies. Oh, I can just reach. As you already know, I keep my pressed pennies in a treasure chest.
Right. As well, you should.
Yes.
As is only right and proper.
Right. 'Tis me treasure. 'Tis in me treasure chest. And you may be like, oh, what'd you pay for that treasure chest? I stole it. Obviously. Little book.
Whoa, look at that. That's gorgeous.
And it's a pressed penny book, so there's one for
Whoa.
that.
Look how nice that is.
And then inside, these are all of the pressed pennies.
You did it. You got them all.
Oh, we got them all.
Whoa.
And there are a couple of bonuses I put on. There's the pressed penny you can get at Obsequin, and the pressed penny you can get at Cape May, and the National Park coin you can get at Sandy Hook. And this was the pin for the event, and I just broke the back off, and I'm like, I'm keeping you with the thing because that's where you look the prettiest.
Heck yeah.
So
that's so cool. I had no idea you did that, and that's like that's really neat.
Well, my brother,
nice the booklet is.
It was incredible. And like my brother hears about this, and he says, so we're going as lighthouse keepers, right?
Oh, that's a great idea.
We wore like navy blue zipper sweaters and like Greek fisherman hats with lighthouse keeper badges. And we were hit everywhere. There was one place up north that wanted us to work an event that was coming up, but I had already been booked for something.
That's really funny. What a great idea.
But it was spectacular, and we had a great time the whole time. It just made everything. It just made it all more fun to show up in our silly costumes. And my brother ended up supplying us, and he got us each lanterns to hold. And it was daylight, but we were wandering around holding these lanterns and like with corncob pipes and like, it was so much fun.
What a great idea. I think I did it, y'all. I think I figured out the proper alignment finally for my camera and my setup. It only took me 57 minutes. But look how good it looks now. Look how you can see everything so nicely.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I did it. Heck yeah. Making it happen. Do. I guess I have to do some crafting now, huh?
I'm catching up on the chat. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. And we should show this off because this is a very important thing that everyone should know about.
Well, the point is that fog is an amalgamation of several small creatures.
Aren't we all, really? If you think about it.
One thing I do regret missing, but only a little bit, was a show called USS Improvise.
Ooh, I like that. Go on.
It's exactly what it sounds like. The crew of TNG make up an improvised episode of the show on the spot via suggestions from the audience. What a musical!
That's great. That's really good. Oh, did I tell you about the new gig?
First, it's your turn.
Oh, right. Okay. I regret missing it mostly because con crowds are super fun. The show is local to me, so I can see it whenever it's showing, and I know one of the performers, so she can get me free tickets if I ask.
Ooh. That's also pretty nice.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
If I were a member of that company, I would not be able to resist always being the blue barrel that falls on Worf. What a great couple's cosplay!
Oh my gosh, that would be so funny. Especially if if the person playing Worf was taller and the other person was smaller and they could just literally ride around on their shoulders.
It would be The
Be
most
a good
fun.
like child father or child mother.
That would be amazing as a kid costume, and the barrel is all padded.
Ah.
So the kid can basically just throw themselves at the adult,
Oh my gosh, that would be
and then the adult can just dramatically fall.
quick. Somebody have a child so this can happen.
Ooh, I've got to add that to my collection of incredible geeky parent-child Halloween costumes that I will never be able to do.
Oh yeah, and your nibbling is kind of really too old at this point.
They are in their 20s. Although I might be able to carry them around. They're very skinny.
That would be amazing.
Yes. For Halloween. See, here's the thing. A partner is either going to begrudgingly dress as Worf or enthusiastically dress as Worf, and I'm guessing your partner is geeky, which does kind of weigh in the gets to dress as. Whenever I'm doing work, especially as a pirate,
I would not be surprised.
My go-to is anytime somebody's like, "Oh, do we have to?" Is like, "Oh, do we have to talk like that?" I'll be like, "No, you get to." Yeah, I'm like, I don't want anyone to begrudgingly play my games.
Yeah. Exactly.
Please, please, please be Worf and the Barrel for Halloween.
It'll be oh my gosh.
That'll be amazing because so many people will just not get it. And then when somebody does, it's going to blow their minds. They're going to talk about you for years.
Yeah, like that's wild.
They're going to be like, "Oh, that's pretty good, but let me tell you about this one Halloween costume I saw this one time." Worf and the Barrel. Like a longshoreman? If you don't get it, just say it.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. If you know, you know.
Don't pretend to get it. It's not about longshoremen.
It's about longshore. Win.
But Worf, Barrel, and Worf. There's more than one way to take that. It's just that there's only one good way to take that.
True.
Yeah, and the other one is not quite a pun.
So I get to make half a grapefruit.
Ooh.
Seed. So that's what I'm going to start making.
Is it gonna squirt?
It does. And I can't tell you why. But because if you're going to come to the show, I want it to be like a fun reveal. I don't know if anyone watching this can make it to the show. I don't know who lives out in Los Angeles. I don't think anyone. But what we're doing is if you follow the Instagram, which is Comics Reading Comics Show, all together. What we're going to do is after the show is done, we will release all the panels of the original comic on Instagram. Because you can do like 9 to 10 pictures, and those comics are about 9 to 10 comic panels. So we can just release it, and you can see like the actual comic that we did. So even if you don't get to see the show, you will still figure out what I mean by
Are you that's brilliant. You guys are gonna have like this whole stockpile of comic image versus this thing image so that you can regularly post and keep engagement up in between shows. Sorry.
That was my partner's idea, and it's very smart.
that is excellent because, like, I mean, one engagement must be thing, but that's such a natural and good way to make it. That's because it's just never gonna get old to watch, like, the reenactment next to the original. Like, that's
it's gonna be fun. Does this right? I just realized that this is upside down for a lot of people. Let me know in the chat if that's annoying. If it is, I can figure out how to switch it the other way. I think it's kind of fine because you can still see, like, my hands working and stuff. But yeah, let me know if you're like, I can't handle that. It's upside down. It's messing with my brain. I hate it. It's terrible and annoying. Let me know because I don't want to make anyone annoyed while I'm drawing. I could see how it would be annoying.
oh.
Grapefruit
Sorry,
selection.
I looked at the Discord
Yeah.
and Salier mentioned Sir David Percival is pickling the brisket for corned beef now.
I know that's not a euphemism.
They're corning their own beef.
Wow. I've always wanted to try that.
I mean, I always want to eat corned beef, so, like,
Right.
I'll help with that part.
Yeah. Well, you got to have somebody to eat stuff. That's why would you cook if no one's going to eat it?
I'm really good at that part.
Yeah. You're pretty good at cooking too, a few things. You make a great spam and eggs.
Yeah, I think you're very easy to cook for, Shoshi.
That's true. I do genuinely, like, I'm not like look, I'm going to eat it.
I love food. I mean, it's great.
It's pretty great. It's one of life's great pleasures.
It's one of life's few pleasures.
I just put in a new order for new markers. 'Cause I've been drawing pretty consistently, and I'm down. Like, it's time for a re-up. So I'm very excited when they come in. I'll show you all the new ones that I got.
All right, Shoshi, I just picked a pressed penny at random.
Yeah.
I want you to guess what pressed penny it is.
Ooh, okay. Is it one of the ones that I got you from Florida?
No.
Is it one of the ones I got you?
No.
Okay. Is it from Eastern State Penitentiary?
No.
Is it from somewhere in New Jersey?
No.
Okay. Is it from somewhere in Pennsylvania?
No.
Oh, is it from somewhere in Colorado?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Do you know where it's from?
No.
Okay. Oh,
But I'm pretty sure it wasn't any of those places.
okay. I give up.
It's a Black-Eyed Susan.
Ooh. Huh. I wonder where that's from.
Probably whatever state the Black-Eyed. I grabbed a pair of readers so I'd have them on hand in case I need them, and I forget where I put them.
Ooh, are you using readers now?
I've been using readers.
Oh.
I don't have great eyesight, and I appreciate magnification.
Yeah, no, I have terrible eyesight, and I should probably be using readers, but I lose them constantly. And yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, I can see how that might happen. Oh! There we go. These I found on the floor after a show once. So they were free.
That's the best flavor.
Maryland.
Oh, it's from Maryland.
From Maryland. I guess the black-eyed Susan is the state flower of Maryland.
Well, well, well.
You know what? Guess the Press Penny is not a very interesting game.
No, but we could play. You do have a
Oh, that's right. I have a new trivia game.
yeah.
I actually have the whole game here. It's called Stage 2.
And we're very excited to play it with you all. And Cubby told me about it. I was like, oh, the chat is gonna love that.
Wait till you see the setup, y'all. And then after I showed off, before we ask questions, we have some more stories from Con.
Oh, good.
Look at how incredibly elaborate this setup is. These are like 16 different packs of trivia cards. And then this little box is just filled with chips. But this is the big thing. This random thing that looks like you're ready to pay your check at a restaurant.
Oh yeah, go through this setup because it's that's not the one I wanted. Because it's you were telling me like it's kind of an ideal travel game.
Oh, yeah.
But it wasn't like that's not what it was meant for, but it kind of is.
Yeah, okay, so each pack of cards comes with the little this is group set A, and on the back it's got the different categories.
Nice.
History, geography, science, the arts. It comes with this because the different categories are just sprinkled throughout randomly. It's not ordered like Trivial Pursuit usually is. So it's got, this is the official thing, Stage 2. You open up, that's where you keep it. And notice that this is red. Let me show y'all how this works. On this front, there are questions. And as you can see, kind of randomly going through the categories, and then it says theme. Well, the back has got the answers on it. Oh, it's so hard to read, though, because it's code!
What?
It's overprinted with red, so it's difficult to read.
Whoa. Does that mean you need special glasses in order to find out what the answers are?
No, it means you need this little red thing on the...
Oh, even better.
On the time to pay your trivia card. You just line up the question. What is the last name of the costume designer whose autobiography is titled The Dress Doctor?
Whoa. I don't know, but that's a great question. I do?
I gotta guess. One name does come to mind.
I know, but there's a lot of people that make gowns.
Yeah, there is one guy in particular. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna say it because we're only gonna do one question, and then we're gonna do fog stories.
Oh yes.
So my answer, I'm just gonna say this, and I'm pretty sure this is what Nick is going for. Bob Mackie.
No,
No?
but you might be right.
Oh, what's Nick's
What
guess?
do you think it is? What's your guess? He's got to think about it. Does anyone else have a guess? You can write it in the chat.
Well, and also on the front, it is the entertainment
Right.
thing. So, like, somebody who's known as a costume designer and known for gowns.
Yeah, but
Is
not
it-
Edith Head. But your one is good too. I just feel like they wouldn't call a woman a doctor, but maybe that's just my own.
What's the last name of the costume designer? I just feel like either gowns aren't what Edith Head was known for, though.
I mean,
Like,
sort of.
I'm not saying
But
Edith
no,
Head
you're
was
right. But
bad
no,
with
but when they're
gowns.
like, was it? Oh, because like, is it like, what was his name? Not Christian. Like when you see those old movies, they're like gowns by.
Yes.
Yeah.
Plus, Bob Mackie had a very interesting niche in that he mostly did high-end formal wear, but he would dress individual actors.
Oh, he was like a personal stylist kind of before that was like a thing.
He did Carol Burnett's costumes in everything she was in.
Amazing.
And it's I saw this yeah. Sorry. I was going off on a tangent and I realized I didn't have enough like proper nouns to make it work. It would have been very vague. But like it is very fascinating. She would go into productions and it would basically be like, okay, you have a costume designer, but Bob Mackie is going to be doing all of Carol's costumes.
Ah.
And they're amazing. Like, there's this one production of Once Upon a Mattress I saw.
Yeah.
That is awful. It is terrible. It's a great cast, and just about the only redeeming feature is Carol Burnett as the mom, playing it full Oedipal.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the only interesting that happens, and it's just like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this, but thank God I feel something. But she's also in these absolutely incredible gowns I look forward to learning more in due time about the relationship between Bob Mackie and Carol Burnett. And I know he's not the
I would
only...
see that movie.
She's not the only person he did that with. And the reason I got readers is that with that red, it's not easy to read. Oh, and I was completely wrong.
Oh, who is it?
You were right.
Oh, it is Edith Head.
Yeah, let me see if I can line it up so it's...
Good on them for calling a woman a doctor at that time in history.
Oh, here we go. So you can see you can just make it out.
Wow. Yeah, you definitely need. But I love that. I love that that's secret. But then also tell them about the most fun little thing about it.
Oh, well, I already mentioned that after you've answered 6 questions, it'll ask you what the theme of those answers are. And we are going to do that. But first, where's the books? Okay. It's back to story time first.
Oh, yes. Very important. Very important.
I went to Seattle with 4 books: The Odyssey and the Iliad, as done by Emily Wilson, Camp Damascus by Chuck Tingle, and Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldry.
Nice.
I returned with 8 books: Girl in the Creek by Wendy H. Wendy N. Magner, A Mask of Flies by Matthew Lyons, Cookbooks and Demons by Megan Mackey, and Bookshops and Bone Dust by Travis Baldry. Double or nothing.
Do you want to take a turn, or do you want to keep?
Funny story about Mask of Flies, actually. I got the advanced reading copy of Girl in the Creek at the table next door, and then talked to Matthew Lyons about his book.
I mentioned that I was running on a budget and asked if he was giving his book away too. He apologized and said no, that was out of his control. I said his book sounded cool and I might get it.
After I met Chuck Tingle. Wait, what? Okay, we need to hear about that. What? Matthew came up to me with a copy of his book, gave it to me, and said, if anyone asks, who bought this? I think I'm far enough away from the con that he can't get in trouble. That's so nice.
That is so cool that you met Chuck. Proven love is real, buckaroos.
That's lovely. What a lovely thing to do. I like authors. Writers are good.
What American painter is famous for his Daughters of Revolution and American Gothic?
I think I know the answer, so I'm trying to stay quiet to give other people a chance to answer.
Yeah, I can't remember who painted that. So you're going to have to do the heavy lifting on this one.
Yeah.
As opposed to last question where you did the heavy lifting.
Oh, wait. One more quick while people are thinking about the answer to that question.
Chuck Tingle! Y'all, he's so nice. I met him on day one. I was at the very end of his singing line, and I teared up a little bit. I almost couldn't hand him my copy of Camp Damascus. Oh.
I think I blurted out something about how much it means to me, but I was so tongue-tied. He was super sweet about how awkward I was, naturally, and he personalized the signature for me. That's great.
I got a picture of him, but I hate how I look, so I'm not going to post it. I missed his panel to go to that aborted chainmail workshop. Biggest regret of the
weekend. No, that really... At least you got to meet him, though. That's really freaking cool.
And I have a feeling that might not be your last chance.
Yeah, good point.
Okay, so the fun thing about stage 2 is I can just check the answer right away.
Ooh.
Yeah. Because I can't read anything but the one.
Oh, right. So you don't have to wait till the very end.
Yeah.
Because it's not, they're individually secret.
Exactly. And I can't accidentally cheat.
Yeah.
No, although I'm very sorry to hear that it apparently was canceled. Shoshi.
Yes.
Who do you think painted American Gothic?
Was it that Whistler guy?
It was not.
Then I don't remember.
It was Grant Wood.
Oh.
Yeah.
That name is not in my brain.
In British tradition, what is the lowest rank of hereditary nobility?
Ooh, interesting. So you mean like Duke, Duchess, like that kind of thing, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's like
lowest
count or like baron?
Viscount? Vicomte? Duchess. I'm going to say Duchess. I don't think that's right. Mayor?
Mayor. That's you can't be a hereditary mayor.
No, I guess not.
That's just what kind if you're a boy horse or a girl horse. Well, I say we check. This is Baron.
Oh, Baron. Nice.
Baron.
Nice.
I gotta say, it's like real weird that that's an obsession of Donald Trump's then.
Is it to be a baron? He really wants to be a baron?
Well, that's his go-to fake name.
Oh, yeah. Is that why he named his latest son Baron?
Yeah. From what I've heard, the worst one.
Oh, poor kid.
I've heard some real bad things about Baron.
I mean, I'm sure. Like, yeah. I would be surprised. I would be shocked and surprised if he was like a nice person.
Yeah, but it's like he might have been scary if he hadn't been poorly raised and indulged.
Well, I don't know if he would have been bad if he was poorly raised and indulged.
The kind of things he does is very Are you familiar with the McDonald Triangle?
The McDonald Triangle? No, what's that?
It's a set of 3 circumstances that are shared in the lives of almost every serial killer.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
I've never heard of this. What?
There's these 3 things that that are the considered hallmarks of a potential serial killer.
Whoa, I've never heard of this.
Yeah, like torturing animals.
Oh yeah, I mean that.
You've heard of the ones you'd be like, oh, that makes sense. But if you start listening to a lot of true crime,
okay,
you get a lot of unnecessary information like that.
Yeah, fair.
But still, it is interesting just to know that Baron is the lowest hereditary title.
Wait, so what's the McDonald's? What is that?
Oh, it's three circumstances in the life of almost every serial killer, and it's considered. I'll look up the right turn.
But what are the things?
I remembered. The animal one.
Okay.
Shoshi, I thought it was pretty clear by now that you wouldn't be able to rely on me for specific information, just general.
Gotcha. No, that's fine.
I have approximate knowledge of many things.
Yeah. No, I don't even need the specifics. I thought that you had already said them and I missed that part. And I was like, oh no, I missed the most relevant information.
Oh, I looked it up. It's the McDonald Triad. So I got the name fairly close.
Yeah.
Also known as the Triad of Sociopathy or the Homicidal Triad is a set of 3 factors, the presence of any 2 of which are considered to be predictive of or associated with violent tendencies, particularly in relation to serial offenses. And it's arson, cruelty to animals, and bedwetting. Although, considering that bedwetting can be a trauma response, that feels like, trauma? Oh, you think? Hurt people? Yeah, obviously, if somebody's messed up, they probably experienced trauma at some point, but that's not like...
Yeah.
I don't know. That one is the sketches. Although I had kind of an not arson, but I was real fascinated with fires.
Well, yeah, but everyone is.
Well, that was more pyro than arson. Also, arson can get out of hand easily, especially when you're inexperienced.
Next question.
What is the dead waterway between Israel and Jordan that is really only a salt lake?
I mean, I feel like there's a lot of hints there.
Yeah, there's a lot of hints there.
Yeah, I feel like I know the answer, and I'm going to hold off on shouting it out because I feel like other people know this just from the context clues. There we go. I kind of messed up my little grapefruit pieces, but I'm making it work.
Oh. I was confused at first because the answer is only one word. Because they already said the other word in the question.
Ah, okay. Absolutely not. They are absolutely not annoying.
Yeah, I was going to qualify. We absolutely won't tell you. It's not that. That's an equally potentially valid interpretation of the words used. We should say the answer and then catch up on story.
I agree.
Because it's easy.
Yeah, good idea.
Dead Sea.
The Dead Sea, clearly.
Jack the Whipper was there, and I think the people running the con underestimated A, how popular he would be, and B, how disruptive his act is when it's going on in the same room with other things.
Oh my gosh, they put him in the same room with other things?
That is... Well, I guess we can say
they know what his show is?
I guess they've never seen it live.
Like, do you know how loud a whip is?
Clearly they did not.
That's actually really funny.
I tried to do a chain mailing workshop, which was already tricky, and his show started up just after the workshop started in the same big space. Your turn?
The workshop was already not going well because the AV wasn't working, but Jacques ended up being the cherry on top of that. People were leaving the workshop to go and see his show instead.
I got Jacques' signature, though. I also saw his last show of the weekend. I requested Various the Destroyer, and as a Whippy song, he said that basically 2 people knew that song even was, so no go.
Good suggestion, though.
I think the 2 people he was referring to were himself and me.
Yeah, probably. That's pretty good. Also, he called me ma'am, which as an enemy made my heart break a little. Oh, stupid robot. Jacques. Making assumptions. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I can't believe they put him in the same room as a chain workshop. That's really funny. Not to laugh at your distress. Not that part, but just them not realizing.
Oh, just
how loud a whip is. It's so loud. Literally, it's breaking the sound barrier.
In croquet, what is the word for a ball that has gone through all of the arches and is ready to go out?
I have no idea. Although I would like to play croquet sometime. It sounds like kind of actually a fun game to play. I've just never had the opportunity.
Yeah, maybe you and your friend Heather can all get together.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna say that it's called that ball is called begging for it, which is just the worst guess I could think of.
Well, I think it's like one of those old games, so it probably has like weird terms. So it's probably like a flugy flocket, or like a pointy biscuit, or something like that.
Honestly, great deduction.
Am I close?
You did not stick the landing.
Okay.
But it is a weird old-timey term.
Oh,
It's called a rover.
a rover.
Right? Like that. I was
Okay.
looking at the answer and you were like, well, it's a weird old-timey. I'm like, yeah, it is. What is the common name of the Clupea harengus, the young of which are canned as sardines?
Whoa.
Clupea harengus.
I mean,
Clupea.
sardines?
Clupea harengus. Well, I guess what they're saying is that sardines aren't really
Sardines?
real.
What? 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 What?
Apparently sardines are baby other fish.
No.
That is what is being heavily implied by this card.
Whoa. We've been lied to. This whole sardines aren't real.
I'm going to say whale shark.
I'm going to say sand dab. That's definitely not it. Sand dab's like a local California fish.
Oh, I thought you just made up a word.
No, it's a real fish. But they're like very local to California. They're definitely not sardines. Sardines are like all over the world.
Well, famously, they started in Sardinia.
Right.
And it's herring.
Herring.
It's herring.
Sardines are baby herring?
They're baby herring.
What?
Okay.
Did you know that? I don't believe it.
Here's the thing. The last 6 answers, and we're going to review them real quick. I'm going to go back. That was wood. Oh, no. Yeah, I did miss one. Head.
Wait.
Wood.
Okay. This is going.
Barren. Sea. Rover. And herring.
And there's a theme somewhere?
There's a theme. There's a theme that connects those words.
Whoa. Okay. Let me write those down. Okay. I'll post them in the comments. So we have wood, head, barren.
Yeah.
What am I? Herring. Am I missing any?
Yes.
I'm missing 2.
Sea. And rover.
Rover.
I'm going to be honest. I got it. I figured it out.
Herring. Sea, rover. Huh.
Do you want to know what word did it for me?
Yeah.
Herring.
Herring. I don't know.
Do you want to delay and we'll do a quick story catch up? before the revelation.
Yes, and also that can give people a chance to think themselves and write in the chat if they think they know.
More about Chuck. My husband met Chuck before I did while he was walking around the show floor. He said I could post his picture. So I might.
He did go to the horror writing panel Chuck was in, and he said it was pretty fun. They got to learn about the pit of centipedes from Shannon Maguire. That's awesome.
That was the highlight of the whole thing, especially when she talked about them crawling over naughty bits. Ugh.
What a great panel. That's so fun.
Ooh. And to review, what is the connecting theme between the words wood, head, baron, herring, sea, and rover?
Don't know. I'm glad you figured it out, though.
I'm glad I figured it out because it's a great segue to our next feature segment. What do we call sections? Sub-show sections.
Segment.
Yeah, the next sub-show segment is it's a perfect because the word that you can put in front of each of those words.
Oh.
Very
Only connect?
Yeah, very only connect, right?
Yeah.
Is the word red.
Oh.
Red wood, red head, the red baron, red herring,
yeah.
Red sea, red rover.
Good. I like this game. I like that that's cool. That's a cool, fun addition. I like it.
Now, considering the theme was red, you know what book you've got to get, right?
Hunt for the Red October.
No.
Oh, yeah, the color book. Yeah.
I had totally forgotten about it, and then I clicked it, and I was like, oh, what a great reminder! Thank you, universe.
Did I make a little... I didn't make a little intro video for it, did I? No.
Oh, no. We need one.
Yeah, but here, I'll do this one because we missed it.
Yay!
Okay. All right. So we did red last time. So now we're going to do orange. Orange.
Oh, wait. Can you bring that back up? Let me give you... Ooh, that's so pretty.
Yeah. Orange. Falling asleep at your desk? Pick up an orange. Not just to eat, but to look at. The color encourages oxygen intake to the brain to get those creative juices flowing. And since orange also stimulates the appetite and aids in digestion, you'll want to pop that fruit in your mouth before long. Orange is a mixture of red and yellow, with the energy and vitality of red and the happy, friendly qualities of yellow. That makes orange an audacious, energizing color that suggests fun and spontaneity. Bright orange is a surefire attention getter and is used effectively as a warning. It represents good value as well, making it a favorite for sale signs in store windows. In more muted tones, like the colors of pumpkins and turning leaves, orange is a reminder of autumn and the harvest, with their warm, pleasing associations. Burnt orange and persimmon have a sophisticated appeal that can be both elegant and exotic. Think Hermes boxes and sun-baked ceramics. Terracottas are especially popular in the packaging of ethnic foods and gourmet products, conveying the feel of travel to foreign places and an assurance of freshness and quality. Intense orange is best used sparingly in home decoration. As one interior designer suggested, think of it as a punctuation mark. When used judiciously, though, orange can be unexpected and luxurious. warming a room like a fire's glow. This vibrant hue can be used effectively in advertising and product packaging as well, since it creates the optical illusion of bringing objects to the foreground and commands attention even when used in small amounts. Orange also says fresh, healthy, and juicy, making it a favorite for table settings and kitchen accessories. Peach is a particularly pleasing color in the home. It radiates warmth and good feelings and reflects a flattering light on your skin, giving your face a rosy glow. Historically, orange was used in flags and crests to signify strength, endurance, and success. Orange. Yay, that was good.
Yay! That was good. That book is so cool.
It's a fun little segment. I like that we're doing that. And when we're done with the colors, they have other little things in there that might be interesting to read as well.
It's like having a man go in your mouth.
Do you want to do another card?
Yeah, well, actually, we don't even need to get another card. We can just keep going on this card because each card is basically 3 cards.
Whoa! Incredible.
Yeah, see, it's kind of a perfect travel trivia thing.
It's really good. It's good for the show too. I like the theme at the end. Like that's a fun little bonus thing.
Yeah, it's very, I think it's especially fun for like this setup for just sitting around doing trivia together.
Yeah.
What is the name of the finicky spokescat for the 9 Lives Company?
Oh, that's cat food, right?
Yep.
Oof, I don't remember. Is that even around anymore? I haven't seen those commercials in a long time.
I mean, those commercials aren't around anymore.
Yeah.
It's also worth mentioning that this game does come from 1984.
That's great, though.
I love it.
Yeah. That is ideal for our purposes. Sorry, can you ask the question again? I've forgotten it already.
I can. And I shall. What is the name of the finicky spokescat for the 9 Lives Company?
It's not Frisky, because there's a Friskies.
Yes.
Is it like, it's like Mortimer or something?
It's very similar to that.
Yeah. Like Morty, Mortimer. It was like a real cat. It was based on a real cat.
And they would overdub a voice like this. Oh, I suppose they'll have some cat food, but only if it's 9 lives.
But different than Fancy Feast.
I believe that is a different company.
Yeah.
Although clearly a Fancy Feast, if Morris.
Morris.
I remember he had his own like limousine. Morris.
All right.
And let's check the answer because we can. And it is Morris.
Morris. Nice. Nice.
Oh. What English playwright earned the label Angry Young Man after the debut of Look Back in Anger?
I feel like I should know this.
Oh, I was assigned this in college. We talked about this. But I don't really. But it was also.
So like.
It's weird because he's from the modern movement, but he's kind of middle of the road artistically. So like
It's not like Henry Rollins. That's not right.
no, I have a guess. I Joel, you are in the wrong century, I think. It is definitely not Marlowe.
Jack Kerouac.
I was going to say, well, there is a famous playwright with Ben, but I was thinking of Afra Ben.
Oh, right.
Lady Freya. Or Ben Jonson, I think was a
Oh.
thing. I think it's Osborne.
Oh, okay.
I think it's John Osborne.
Okay.
Nah, Crucible dude's an American.
Oh, this is a British dude?
Yeah, English playwright.
Oh, I missed that. Oh, is it like I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I think it's Osborne, but I'm not sure because it's a tenuous memory at best.
Yeah.
I was like, why can't I read this? It's because I took my readers off. John Osborne.
Hey, good job.
All right.
Heck yeah.
I have
Very impressed.
proven a better student than anyone in my college proved themselves a teacher.
The student has become the student.
What singer had such down-home hits as Wichita Lineman and Galveston?
Some kind of like folk country-ish singer.
Yeah, but not really either.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't... Technically, I'm not quite at the name, but he was actually part of the Wrecking Crew for a while. He was a studio musician.
Oh, okay.
And he ended up like just, I think it was something like he wrote it and he made a demo of it, and they were like, well, we can just release it with your voice. This is great. Glenn
Benroy.
I don't know if he was well, I mean, I only heard about him when he was already like in LA, but he like paid his dues as a studio musician. So, from what I've heard, unusually technically accomplished. Glenn Campbell.
Glenn Campbell.
The Rhinestone Cowboy himself.
Ah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Glenn Campbell.
Heck yeah. You're killing it, Cubby.
I am. This one is very... All right, it's a sports one. Any chance it's yesterday's night's shown up yet? No. Name the great Washington Senator pitcher who won a total of 414 games.
I mean, that's, unless it's yesterday's night is here, we're not going to know.
Wait.
Person.
What's the pitching award? I think it's the one they named like the best pitcher of the year trophy after. Is it Cy Young or Satchel Paige?
Oh, both good guesses.
It's like it's got to be a name we've heard before.
Yeah.
And I'm doubly convinced because there's
Those
no
are-
other reason to ask about the Washington Senators.
That's a great. Both of those are very good guesses.
Debs Garms.
What? Who?
Oh.
Steb? That's not a real name.
No, he wasn't a senator, apparently. Yeah, that's baseball. Look, I've got 3 sources for baseball player names. Number 1, the names absolutely everyone has heard of as an American, Babe Ruth, etc.
Right.
Number 2, the full episode of Who's on First from the Abbott and Costello radio show.
Right.
So I can talk about Dizzy Dean. I can talk about Slaughter. Slaughter, the baseball player.
You know Satchel Paige and Cy Young.
Because everyone's heard those names.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't tell you anything about either.
You probably know like Roberto Clemente.
I do.
Pretty famous. You might know Barry Bonds.
Actually, there's a slightly different reason for Roberto Clemente, but the other thing is Tim Tuffle, who was a cousin of mine for a while.
Oh, okay.
I had a conversation and I was trying to think of like a great baseball player versus somebody who like had a career but was okay.
Yeah.
And I realized it's real hard to think of a guy like that. And then I was like, wait, my cousin Tim Tuffle.
Yeah.
There is one joke. Who was the greatest pirate in history?
Who?
Roberto Clemente.
I mean, I know Roberto Clemente because I grew up in Pittsburgh, so there's a big statue. He's a big deal.
Yeah. He was a really great player, and he was a pirate.
And a great person.
Oh yeah, he did a lot of.
He literally died doing charity.
Walter Johnson. So I take it back. Maybe it's not a name we've all heard.
That sounds like a made-up name.
Most baseball players sound like their names are made up.
That's true. That's a good point. That's very true.
Which is why the greatest assortment of made-up names comes from a 1980s baseball video game.
Oh, I've seen that screen. Yes.
Yes. I don't know how to navigate anyone to it, but it's a bunch of generic American names made up by clearly a couple of Japanese programmers who know nothing about America.
That's amazing.
And they are the best names ever.
That's great. I recently saw that. If I see it come up again, I'll try and post it in the Discord or something.
But y'all are online enough that there's a good chance you all have seen what I'm talking about, and you're like, oh yeah, that thing.
Yeah, I've seen that make the rounds. There we go. That's a pretty good grapefruit, right?
It's kind of orange.
Yeah, does it need to be a little lighter in color? Is it reading orange too much?
It's reading a little orange, so it looks kind of like a big orange, but you know what color might help?
Pink?
Oh, pink is so... Yeah, I was going to say red, but pink is even better.
Yeah, I'll do a little pink.
Yeah.
That's a good call. Yeah. That's a very good call. Yeah.
Okay, the next question is, what controversial mayor of Chicago opposed sending U.S. troops to fight Germany in World War I?
Well, there's only been one Chicago mayor, and that's Daley.
Yeah, he was the city was founded, he got elected illegally. Somehow,
Children.
even before there were any citizens of Chicago, he got 90% of the dead vote.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be Daley.
That's literally, I don't know any other Chicago mayor.
Yeah, me neither.
And also, there's been several Daleys.
Yes. And apparently someone with the last name Daley was at one point Chicago mayor. I'm going to be honest, what really strains credulity is that it's a controversial Chicago mayor. That's what's so controversial. He wasn't a Daley.
Oh.
I'm just going to say his name because this, like, that feels kind of niche even for our friends. Big Bill Thompson.
Big Bill Thompson. Never
Big
heard
Bill
of him.
Thompson.
I'm guessing he was mayor in the 40s, I'm guessing. Sounds like.
I would say almost guaranteed the teens.
Oh, wait, did it say World War II or World War I?
World War One.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
And the
What if he
last
was from-
question.
And you're like, you're a little late. Like, well, I refuse to send troops.
That's awesome. I just want to say, as a modern politician, I am a staunch World War I isolationist. We never should have gotten involved in that one. And I will criticize our involvement in that war just over a century ago every opportunity. What physician gave the first vaccination to James Phipps, an 8-year-old boy?
Now, this was vaccination, not inoculation.
This is the first vaccination.
Salk?
I mean, that's my guess, right?
I don't think it is, though. I think I don't know.
I mean, I don't know either. That's just the only
Yeah.
Jonas Salk is like the only vaccine.
Yeah,
name.
same.
Oh. Fog's working on it. We'll give you a little time.
Okay. There we go. That reads more.
Yeah, I mean the size helps too, because oranges are rarely that big.
That's true. But yeah, I think the pink, you're right. It needed pink. Betty Crocker.
But she was a very accomplished woman in the kitchen. She was a doctor in the kitchen. Living room, she couldn't help you, but in the kitchen. All right. Edward Jenner.
Okay. Sure. Sounds good.
All right, so to review, the answers have been Morris, Osborne, Campbell, Johnson, Thompson, and Jenner. I'm gonna say
Are they just like generic white people last names?
they are, but I'm guessing they want a more precise answer than that.
Right. That makes sense.
Well, I did notice that some, but not all, are phallic pseudonyms.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think they all are. But here's
Yeah.
the thing. This game is from 1984, and the last name mentioned was Jenner. So I'm guessing it's Olympians.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Because Bruce Jenner was like crazy famous
Yeah.
in the 70s, 80s, and then kind of chilled for a little while.
Yeah.
That's, yeah. Or athletes, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm guessing Olympians just because, I mean, they could all be swimmers. I wouldn't recognize swimmers' names.
Yeah. Olympians that's a very good guess. Read the names one more time.
Okay. Morris, Osborne, Campbell, Johnson, Thompson, Jenner.
Yeah, I think that's the best guess I can see.
Okay. I was close.
Oh.
It was decathlon winners.
Oh, I mean, I would say you were still, because where else do you have the decathlon?
I mean, that is true. Also, I never, if you gave me an unlimited amount of time, I doubt I would get to decathlon. I doubt I would think of that as a possibility.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize how late it's gotten.
Oh, are we at time? Oh my goodness, we are. Wow, time flies when you're doing goblin voices.
That's so true.
There we go. That reads as grapefruit much better.
Okay. Oh, the pulp looks way pinker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Pink to the pulp and a little more yellow too.
I would say if you could put like a little bit of red on the rind right where it's darkest, I think that'll
seal the deal.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like this white edition is doing so much too.
Yeah.
Like between the pink and the white.
Yeah, it needed that.
That looks so good.
Yeah.
I do kind of love when you're like making props or you're fabricating something and it's like, oh, this is just a little bit off. And you just have to sit down and think about what needs to be shifted just a little bit. It's
just a little tweaky poo.
That's the kind of thinking humans are made for. We're so good at. And humans are so great. I just wish they'd stop being a-holes.
There we go. I don't know if you can see it right there, but I added a little bit of red, and I think you're right.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
But also, it didn't even need it. You had nailed it. That white and pink was just...
But I'm glad it needed the pink, and it needed more yellow, because it was totally reading too orange, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks so great. Oh, I love your props so much. I love that you're doing it for superheroes who are super. I think that's a perfect combination. It makes me very happy.
Yeah, it makes me happy too. Yay. All right, well, we're at time, everybody.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. This was super great. I'm so glad I got to introduce stage 2, and I will be keeping this handy from now on because I think it's kind of perfect.
Yeah, I think it's pretty great. And yeah, it's a very good addition to what's been to life.
Yeah.
Good into life.
Good into life.
Good life. Good to life.
I wish from Shoshi and I, we both wish you all good to life.
Good to life. Farewell.
Crafting, crafting, crafting with Shoshi and Cubby. What will we make today? What is the dice of the day? Crafting, creating, collaborating. What would an octopus say? Trivia questions, hooray! Creating, clickbaiting, can't hardly waiting for the crafting show. A crafting show with Cubby and Shoshi.